Yo, what is going on, guys? Handish here, and today I wanted to do a top 5 legendary pulse rifles for PvP. So this is going to be Taken King pulse rifles, and this is kind of based on my opinion and experience with these pulse rifles and from seeing other people use them, as well as kind of community feedback and what people talk about being the best pulse rifles. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you do, drop me a like and comment down below. Let me know your favorite pulse rifles or anything you would change in this list. But for now, enjoy the video. So in at number 5, and it's going to be Grasp of Malok. This is the 77 rate of fire variety, very similar to the Praetor's Timepiece and Oversoul Edict, which has made it pretty popular in the Taken King with pulse rifles being buffed. So it's got 4 impact, which is very low, but obviously that high rate of fire. The range and stability stats at 33 and 54, so obviously buffed with good perks, they would be pretty nice right there. Has a pretty healthy reload of 61 already, so again with nice rolls that could be pretty good, and the aim assist on this weapon is particularly high at 82, so you can see why people do actually enjoy using it, especially when they get good rolls. Things like glass half full are really good. So it does 24 critical damage and 16 to the body, so this really is a pretty close range pulse rifle, not the kind of thing you're going to want to use at long range like I've said before, but up close it really shreds. So I think that's what's making this weapon pretty popular right now, and it's a pretty cool weapon in general. So that is Grasp of Malok. Up next is the Apple of Discord. So this is the 66 rate of fire, impact is 14, so it's kind of the next archetype up from the Grasp of Malok, apart from with much better impact. It has 33 range and stability is 45 as a base level. Definitely with this weapon you're going to want good stability bonuses so you can land as many shots as possible. I think that's the main problem that a lot of people find with weapons like Apple of Discord, is primarily the stability, because they do feature this more kind of horizontal recoil that you see a lot more in Taken King weapons, and I think that puts people off. But good stability bonuses, and this thing is actually pretty nice. Reload is 54, which is not too bad. Aim assist is 60, so not quite as high as the Grasp of Malok, but it does deal 25 crit to the head and 17 to the body, so that is 1 damage point on both of those, higher than the Grasp of Malok, which are interesting stats. But like I said before, with this weapon I think stability bonuses, or the absolute best stability possible, will make this weapon a lot more legitimate in PvP and a lot more popular for most people. So in at number 3 is the Reflection Sum, and this is another 66 rate of fire and 14 impact variety of pulse rifle, so kind of similar in the base stats to Apple of Discord, but it does have higher base range of 43 and stability at 71, which is pretty damn nice. So overall it's got very solid stats. The one problem that people find with this weapon is that the perks kind of are fixed. Everything is the same apart from the final perk where you can roll Third Eye or Head Seeker or things like that. That is one of the disadvantages to this weapon in a lot of people's eyes, although it does have the Last Resort perk built into it as an adept weapon, so that is pretty damn cool. But it does deal more damage with 32 crit and 22 to the body, so that's pretty good kind of general damage stats right there. I think people would prefer more stability on it, because compared to things like Nerwins, which are absolute laser beams, even with injection mold this thing can't have quite the amount of stability that other pulse rifles can get at the minute. But overall it's a very solid pulse rifle. It fits in to the general archetype of most other popular pulse rifles. This one just really comes down to preference. So that is Reflection Sum. Up next we have the Hawksaw, which is one of the absolute beast pulse rifles in the Taken King. Very popular pulse rifle, and actually the closest pulse rifle to the Grasp of Malok variety of pulse rifles. So the rate of fire is 73 and impact is 7, which I think are much more generally solid stats for something in a similar archetype. It does have pretty low range at 27, of course can be buffed with good perks, but it has base stability of 72 and a reload of 80, which is really good. Alongside that we have an aim assist of 60, so those stats are pretty damn nice, and if you roll the right perks that get absolutely max stability, full auto, all of those kind of things, glass half full, are really good on this pulse rifle. So we can see why it's popular, and it does absolutely pack a punch. I'm using the stock one in this gameplay right here, so it doesn't have the max stability that you might get if you have some lucky rolls, but it's still an absolute beast, dealing 27 critical damage and 18 to the body, so it absolutely fits into that Grasp of Malok kind of archetype. But I think it absolutely stomps it. This is the best fast rate of fire kind of pulse rifle in Destiny the Taken King for PvP. So that is Hawksaw. So in at number 1, and it's going to be Nerwin's Mercy, and the reason I've chosen this weapon is because I feel that for the archetype that it fits into, which is very common right now. No One's Mercy, Reflection Sum, No Time to Explain, Red Death, all of those things, but I think this is the best legendary option out there. So, like I said, 66 rate of fire, impact of 14, it has base range of 34 and stability of 71. 71 stability to start with is pretty damn nice, and reload of 68, so they are both pretty good. Aim assist is 65, which is relatively high, and it's dealing 32 crit and 22 to the body, very similarly to some of the other pulse rifles we've looked at, but with braced frame you can get this thing with absolute max stability, which does make it an absolute laser beam, and you can kill people at very long ranges. It's still very accurate at very close ranges, and then with the built-in perks that you could buy were Outlaw and Third Eye, which are pretty good. Outlaw in particular is really nice, and obviously if you get like a god roll version of No One's Mercy, then it is just absolutely that. It is a beast. So that is why I think No One's Mercy should be in the #1 slot, because against Hawksaw it can deal at longer ranges and still cope in that close range, making it generally more flexible, and it is an absolute beast. So there you go, guys. That is my top 5 pulse rifles in my opinion, based on the stats and kind of the popularity of the weapon. So hopefully you have found this video kind of interesting. Let me know down below what your favourite pulse rifles are, and if you agree with this list, or if you would switch it round. And if you are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button to see a lot more Destiny content. But for now, you guys have an absolutely awesome day, and I will catch you very soon. Peace out.